What's up, everybody? Heading into week 13. Last week I had 130. I won $50. This week I'm at 180. We're getting towards the end of the season. I get to walk away with whatever I make. I feel like it's time to get hot. My name's Silvestri, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is. We got on today's show a quick recap of last week. We're going to talk to the kid, we hope. Get my bets. Statman's going to give us some nuggets of knowledge, and I'll say goodbye and good luck until next week. First off, the kid took the Vikings and the Saints last week. To his credit, he took the Saints before Denver lost their quarterbacks and the spread moved. Either way, he would have covered. It's a victory for the kid, but Minnesota did not cover for him. Carolina kept it too close, so the kid went 1-1 on the week, 9-10 on the season. Now it's time to look at what I did last week. Started out with 138.30. Seahawks -5 was a W, even without the Hail Mary. Set your picks early in the week, kids. That spread went up to 5.5 and some, 6.5 and another. If it went to 6.5, you got a bad beat with that late Hail Mary touchdown for no reason. So there's a win there for me. Got it early at 5. Raiders -3, they didn't show up. They got their butts wiped by the Falcons. Bills -5.5, a nice win, even though the Chargers kept it closer than I thought they would. Texans with the cover, $20 down, was a nice $37 win. Offense galore on Thanksgiving, so forget about that under. It was blown by. Washington almost covered it on their own. Rams didn't really show up, so it's -7 for that -7. No win there. And then my $10 free bet from the week before, from the TD on the Sunday Night Football game. Thanks, DraftKings. So my $10 free bet, I put on the Giants, Browns, Dolphins, Saints, and Bills all to win. That $10, I do not get any of that $10 back, but I made $40 on that bet. So, nice week for me all in all. I'm at 188.35 or 188.30. I'm not entirely sure, 5 cents here. But let's find out where the kid is, first off, see if he picks up his phone. I would love to get his picks for the week. So let's see what the kid's got. All right, everybody, we're at the bar with the kid. The picks are sponsored by Smittix this week, apparently.
That's a good beer.
Kid says it's a good beer. I love it. All right, so it's not. We're just out the back of the bar. There's no more seats on the street. So here we go. Picks this week. Kid, what do you got?
Chicago Bear.
-3. Okay.
LA.
Rams.
-3.
-3.
Yeah.
You got -3 on both, kid.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, kid. Salute.
The best.
The best, kid. The kids' picks of the week.
Okay, hello, kid.
Thank you very much for those, kid. All right, now time to go to my stuff real quick. 180.33. Patriots -1 against the Chargers. I'm going to put $30.33 on it. Look, here's the deal. I think the Patriots are a very good team when they play defense and control the clock and run the ball. I think that's what they do this week. They get into a shootout with the Chargers, I don't feel as good. I just don't trust Cam Newton's arm as much as I trust his ability to control the game, control the clock, and manage an offense. I'm going to bet on that. I'm going to bet on a slower paced game. Patriots are going to take it as far as I'm concerned. Bills -1 against the Niners. Look, Niners are playing better than I thought they would this year, even without their quarterback. I just think the Bills are a better team. Bills -1 against San Francisco, forced to play a home game in Arizona. I like that. You can't see what's going on there, but it says Chiefs -13.5. I had it, and then I didn't, and then I had it, and then I didn't. I'm going with it. Chiefs -13.5 against Denver. I think Denver's reeling. I don't think they're that good, and I think the Chiefs are just a high-octane team running on full horses right now. $25 on the Chiefs, -13.5. 2-touchdown win, I think, is very possible. Titans -5.5 against the Browns. This is going to be a fun game. It's either going to be a ground and pound, just nightmare for both defenses. They are just going to be facing Chubb and Derrick Henry. It's Derrick Henry season, as I told someone in my fantasy league. I wish I had him. Now he's about to get the ball 30 times a game. It's crazy. So I think I trust Derrick Henry and the Titans offense a little more than I trust the Browns. If the Titans get out to a lead, they're going to pound it. They're going to just completely bleed the clock, and Derrick Henry can bust one at any time. I think I trust Tannehill and Henry more than I trust Baker Mayfield, even though I really like Chubb. Then down here at the bottom, which you can barely see, I have $15 on Tyreek Hill to score the first touchdown on Sunday night. I think the Chiefs are going to come out firing, and I think the first touchdown is going to be a long bomb from Mahomes to Hill to start what I think will be a long night for the Broncos. So those are all my first picks, but again, I have $180. The best part about winning money is that you have more to bet, especially when you can only take home your winnings at the end of the year. So what should I do?
Dog of the week.
Forget about one dog. Forget about two dogs. I got 3 dogs this week. I think there are a lot of upsets potentially this week in the NFL. So let's take a look at what my dogs are. I love the Texans plus 155. I think the Texans have the ability to score with Indy and surpass them. I really do. I like Indy. They a little Jekyll and Hyde for me. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. I just think the Texans are rolling. And as Statman pointed out last time, Deshaun Watson hasn't thrown a pick in like 4 or 5 weeks or something. I feel good about that. Lions plus 145 against the Bears. Look, the Bears are trending downward. The Lions just fired Matt Patricia and their GM. And what I think is going to happen, or what I'm reading, is that the Lions are going to be more of an up-paced offensive team. They can score. I think Khalil Mack out, Lions with maybe a new upbeat system, a little bit of pep in their step with a new coach. I'll take them against the Bears. Speaking of pep in their step with a new coach, the Falcons have been awesome since Raheem Morris has taken over. Plus 125 against a Saints team that I just am not totally confident they can get into a shootout with the Falcons, who I think will score as good as the Saints D has been. I just don't necessarily feel confident that Taysom Hill can get in a shootout with Matt Ryan and win. Now, if they control the clock and Matt Ryan can't do anything on offense, Saints will probably beat them into submission. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're looking in a little bit more of a track meet this week, and the Falcons, Matt Ryan, Raheem Morris, and squad, I think are going to put up some points this week. So I like them at 125, $20 to win on all of those teams. What did I hear? Is somebody here? Who's here?
I'm a scat man.
Oh, he's here. All right, stat man. Let's talk about what you got for me this week. Patriots -1. Okay. What about the Bills -1? Chiefs -13.5 against the Broncos. Titans -5.5 against the Browns. All right. I'm not going to ask for your feelings on Tyreek Hill scoring the first TD because it's a crapshoot, but he will score a TD. We know this. Texans plus 155 to win to beat the Colts. What do you got? Dog number 2, which is actually a lion. 145 plus 145. What do you got there? And finally, the Falcons plus 125 against the New Orleans Saints. What do you got for me, Scat? Oh, you're a Scat man. I still think it was Stat man, not the Scat man. But whatever. Anyway, some loud page turning going on down here. Look, email us, puttinghismoney@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at puttingmoney. Follow us on Twitter at puttinghismoney. Guys, week 13 is upon us. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff going on. Fantasy football playoffs. Good luck to you all out there. For the rest of you that aren't in it, do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. Remember, gambling is for entertainment purposes only. I'm hoping as we build towards the end of the season, we'll see a nice payout for this guy and the stat man. But in the meantime, hope you guys have a good week, a good weekend. Stay safe, wash your hands, that whole jazz. I'm Silvestri, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is.